Hey, welcome to Hijab Hullabaloo. Oh yes, it's been a Hallelujah Hijab week, and you know it is if I'm giving you 2 Facebook Lives, which I, would like more to get to, but don't, but had to. I had to because the absurd becomes obscene, becomes profane, and you are the perp. Yeah, you are the perp. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? I wrote a piece for Breitbart. If you didn't see it, why? What are you reading? Seriously? Google Breitbart Geller. You'll see the piece. It's about the 11-year-old girl who claimed she was attacked by a man in black, not once, according to The Guardian. Yeah, The Guardian, who carried the girl's lies without the slightest critical comment. She reported that the assailant made 2 attacks, not just 1, 2 attacks within 10 minutes, cut the girl's hijab using scissors. I'm reading because I don't want to get it wrong. I want you to know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And it's not, so help me Allah. Cut the girl's hijab using scissors while she was walking to school with her brother on Friday. I felt confused, scared, terrified, Kawala Noman said. She's in the 6th grade. This is what she told reporters on Friday. I screamed. The man just ran away. We followed this crowd of people to be safe. He came again at me. He continued cutting my hijab. Now, of course, the postscript is that this is a fake story, which we always know. It's always faked. But there's too much to go over. Okay, so the girl says that the man attacks her how many times? You like my little schoolgirl look here? It's what you wear to the dentist. This is dentist wear. So the brother is in on it, right? Has to be. Or he would have said, that didn't happen. My sister's plumb crazy. He didn't say that. Another thing I want to know. A press conference was called at the school. What? Who called the press conference? What school officials allowed the press to come in? Why wasn't police media person there? Are you smelling what I'm smelling? It stinks, right? Kid says, makes up this attack, and immediately she has a swarm. She has a media juggernaut, okay? Unbelievable. Now, you know what I did? That's why I was a few minutes late. I started printing out a list. And it's still printing, of reported Muslim attacks, anti-Muslim hate crimes that were faked. This is just the past year. This is a cottage industry. A cottage industry. And let me tell you something. It gets worse. This is a trend in the information battle space. Muslims faking hate crimes. Why? Because the rewards that Muslims reap in the wake of these fake hate attacks are seemingly endless. Think about it. First, you get the worldwide publicity garnered from an alleged Islamic hate crime. That's the first wave of benefits. And in this case, and as we've seen in the past, using children the way Hamas uses human shields, using children in these attacks double the media outrage, condemnation, counter-jihad is bad, jihad is good kind of hysteria. And that's what this was, hijab hysteria. Okay? But it doesn't end there. When the hate crime is exposed, which it inevitably is, there are no recriminations, there are no prosecutions, but of course there should be. This is like swatting, hijab swatting. What do I mean by swatting? I'm sure most of you are familiar with that expression. Swatting is when a criminal, and it is a criminal, calls the police, says there's a violent act in progress at someone's address, the target's address, saying that someone is being murdered. So they go in with a SWAT team to this innocent person's address, and needless to say, hell ensues. As a matter of fact, in Kansas City, there was a death recently attributed to swatting. This is hijab swatting. Who's the target? You and me. those that oppose the brutal and extreme Sharia, those who oppose jihad terror, Trump supporters. Because what happens when there's a hijab or an anti-Muslim attack is that we are blamed. And evil clowns like Reza Aslan, lauded as a brilliant, he can barely put 3 words together, quote-unquote professor, because he's a jihadi, so they love him. He goes on and uses foul language on Twitter against me and my colleagues and is exalted for this. Blames us, for example. Reza Aslan, there's a tweet, Google it. Google Geller Spencer tweet Reza Aslan. When Shema Alawadi was slaughtered by her husband, he blamed us. Said it was an anti-Muslim hate crime. Her husband Anna murdered her. Nobody talks about that. But there were 1 million hijabs for Shayna when they thought it was me. I kid you not. So now, let's get back to swatting, shall we? Instead of there being punishment and jail time when the hate crime is exposed, no. Comes phase 2 of the terror attack. The unsuspecting public is accused of fear of reprisals, calls for a brace for backlash. Even that malidiot, that's what I call Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who came out in the wake of this faked hijab hoax, without vetting it, made a big statement to the world about how this is a terrible thing and this and that. Then when it comes out that it's a fake, the malidiot, Justin Trudeau, says it's a warning sign of increased tolerance. Yeah, they fake Muslim hate, and then when it's exposed, say fear of reprisals against anti-Muslim faked hate crime. You can't make this stuff up. It's incredible. It's sickening, and I don't think we're going to stand for it much longer. I got to tell you, do you remember Yasmin how do you pronounce her? I know how to spell it. Sewaid. I'm going to say Siwad, okay? I don't speak Arabic, thankfully. She was a girl last winter, 2017, who said she was attacked on trains, Penn Station, by Trump supporters. It was smelly from the start, I will tell you, because she's on a train. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has a camera. Everybody has a video. Everybody videos everything, even things they shouldn't video. And no one was going to film a Muslim girl being attacked by Trump supporters yelling Trump in New York. I mean, again, this wouldn't even suspend your disbelief. Your brain has to be broken to believe it. Not only did people believe it, but it was worldwide news. It was everywhere. It was the front page. A Jew gets attacked. Crickets chirping. I wish I had a sound effect, but I don't have a fancy studio like my peers who have invested in this. I have no time or money for that. Yeah, crickets chirping. Christians, wholesale slaughter now across the world. In Muslim countries, 9 of the 10 worst countries for Christians in the world are Muslim. You ever hear that statistic? You know that statistic? You see that statistic on the front page of the New York Times? You see that statistic taking the lead on Chris Cuomo's show? Never. They're savages in their way. They're primitives in their way. They may not wield the machete, but they certainly sharpen it, and they buy it, and they keep it clean for the jihadis and the Antifa. Don't think for a second the left is not as violent. That's why it's such a perfect marriage. People are like, I don't understand how the left and Islam, why they partner. You don't understand. They're the same piece of kishka. They're the same thing. Totalitarians want control. It's very simple. Anyway, getting back to Yasmin, right? So she says she was attacked when in fact it comes out that she lied. She lied because she was with a non-Muslim boy. She was afraid of her family. Imagine that kind of fear. Needless to say, okay, the press hardly gave it nearly as much coverage as they did the initial Trump supporters attack me for my Muslimish-ness. I want you to know, just as a side note, because it struck me as a woman, you know, who's always playing with my hair because I love my hair and all this stuff. She showed up at the court with her head shaved, her hair shorn. She was bald, girl with beautiful hair. Her father did it. Now, her father didn't do it because she lied to the kuffar. Father didn't do it because she lied to the police. If anything, she'll probably get mercy because of that. The father did it because she was out with a Muslim boy. Now, let me just say a couple things. In every news report that showed this girl with a shaved head, not one questioned, what? What happened to her? Why did her father do that? This girl is in trouble. This girl's in real trouble. She's in trouble in that house. Not one. Women's movement. Women's rights. Linda Sarsour, pro-Sharia, pro-terror, Jew hater. Yay! Who are they kidding? With their Me Too. Anyway. A couple of quick items before I close. And I'm going to close because this was unprompted, unscheduled. Big story now that Facebook is going to stop giving publishers priority. That what's going to be in your news feed is what comes from your friends and family. Now, let me say something. I'm not weeping any tears because they did it to me already. I was getting over 100. Look, you see my page. You're on my page. If you're on my page, you see I have 1.5 million, or I haven't checked, 1 million and plus followers. So you see. So they did this to me already. But publishers are freaking out because they would go under without Mad Dog Mark. They would go under. He's the kingmaker. He makes and breaks media, period. They've done this to me already. But now they're going to do it to big publishers, and they're really scrambling. But why am I telling you this? Because even if you're not a subscriber to the Geller Report, and I couldn't imagine why you wouldn't be, because you wouldn't get all this great stuff anywhere else. No one covers what I cover. No, I've been doing this since 9/11. My reputation precedes me. Oh, they call me names because they're scared of me. They can't fight with me. They can't argue with me. The left's ideas do not stand up to challenge or scrutiny. So they have to call me names, racist, Islamophobic, anti-Muslim bigot. Yeah, whatever. The only way to get the information out there is to share, share, share. You, if you're sitting there and you're watching or you're reading and you read something really good and you don't share it, you're an enemy. Yeah. That's how bad things are. We have got to get the word out there. You have to be active. No one's asking that you go out there and, go to Syria and kill some ISIS. Not a terrible idea, by the way. But no one's asking you to do that. Share stories in the information battle space? You're damn right I'm asking you to do that. Look at this. Look, this girl got such publicity. Why isn't anyone curious? Why hasn't the school board been, or the school administration, or the principal? How did the police get into the classroom? How is there a media swarm in that classroom? It's an unbelievable story that no one is asking. Anyway, I'm here to keep you honest. I'm here to keep them honest. If you have time, you should go over to the category at gellerreport.com. Subscribe, it's free. Subscribe, it's free. And share the stories. Those are direct orders from your captain. There's a category on the top navigation bar, the top bar under the banner. There's a category called Fake Tape Islamophobia. Click on it. You will see one after the other, story after story of Muslims faking hate crimes, Muslim faking hate crimes, and then everyone talks about Islamophobia by Muslims faking hate crimes. You have to understand that there's a war going on in the information battle space, baby. And you are the target. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, you are. On that note, I'm outie. Couple of quick items, housekeeping items, gellerreport.com. Pamela Geller on Facebook, share, share, share. And some really great news is Can't We Talk About This is now on Amazon. Yes, it was a struggle. The struggle was real, but we did it. We made it. Of course we hate Amazon. Of course we hate them. So what? I can't seed the field. I can't abandon the field. I mean, Jeff Bezos now owns the Washington Post. And his coverage of these kinds of things, he just gave the largest donation, how many gazillion of dollars? 33 whatever million, whatever, to DACA. So you know his coverage is about as objective as William Randolph Hearst's coverage of the Spanish-American War. Yeah, it's the same thing, except William Randolph Hearst was on our side. Anyway, it's free on Prime. Are you a Prime member? How fabulous. Can't we talk about this? If you can't find it, go to, it's easy, CWTAT. Can't see, we, W, talk, T, about, A, this, CWTAT.com. And there it is. And it's an amazing film. And it's another thing you have to share. And the leading fighters in this war, Harriet Wilders, Mark Stein, Robert Spencer, Ezra Levant, Raheem Kassam, Douglas Murray, Bacheyor. You will see this nowhere else. You will see this nowhere else. Share, share, share. That's the word of the day. Share, 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 share. It's your mantra. Don't listen to anyone. You know they want to destroy you. And now that Trump is in the White House, they've lost their minds. They're completely and utterly unhinged. Don't you love it? I know I do. Okay, that's it. Until next time, share the Facebook Live video too. And the more you like it, the more you share it, the more I'll do them. Because, you know, I love to write. I love to post. That's my thing. But I have to listen to the marketplace. So I'm trying to be responsive to the marketplace. Whatever. I love you. Hijab, hullabaloo. Cuckoo, choo.
We will make America great again.